Well, hello. This is Misty Winters with Exposing Success. And this is my podcast. Currently eating yogurt, so excuse the smacking. Trying to multitask here. I have had a eventful week so far. It's Wednesday. I don't know what day you'll be watching this, but it's Wednesday for me. And Monday was my 24th wedding anniversary with the love of my life that I met when I was a teenager. And everyone said that we wouldn't make it. And I think everyone voted against us getting married. I don't really think we had any support. Understandably. I mean, we were young. Probably wasn't the best decision, but we did it. I mean, it was ultimately ended up being a good decision, but we probably should have waited a couple of years and, just been a little bit more mature. But anyway, we made it through it. We made it through lots of seasons. And I don't think I could love him any more than I do today. He's my rock and my best friend and the one that's always there by my side for everything. First one I want to call when something good happens, and the first person I call when I want to cry. And so anyway, none of that, but I'm done with that mushy stuff. So anyway, but yeah, that was Monday. And then yesterday, Tuesday, was my scrimmage for roller derby. And I was very, very tired, not looking forward to go into that, and ended up having the time of my life. Roller derby is so much fun. Still a lot left to learn because I'm only 9 months into it. But such a fun sport. I really, really enjoy it, and I enjoy pushing myself, and I actually like the bruises. It's weird, but it's like a trophy. Here's one of them. One of my many spots all over my body. But anyway, so today we're going to talk about self-love. So when I say self-love, you probably immediately think of eating a piece of chocolate or going out for your favorite dinner, or if you're a drinker, maybe drinking a glass of wine or something like that. And that's great. I do think you should treat yourself, but that should just be an occasional treat. But I think the form of real self-love is actually doing something that is going to serve you in the future. And if you think about like how you treat your children, you want your kids to do their homework so that they do well in school, and not only so they get A's or B's or whatever, whatever their normal grade is. I mean, some kids, just aren't A students, and that's okay, but whatever it is that they get, it's not really for that. Like I always tell my son, I don't know that I've always told my two older ones this, because I think I've grown in maturity and, grown as a mom, but, we only know what we know at the time. And, but I tell my son now that, he's not really working hard in school to, just get an A. It's not really about that. It's more about learning to take instruction and, for like the workforce in the future. I mean, you're going to have a boss, which is their teacher right now. And there's different things that are going to be required of you, and different deadline and tasks and things you're going to have to do. And there's social skills involved, and, school's just good for that sort of thing. And if they're homeschooled, you put them in a co-op or the group of friends that they hang out with, or whatever. My two older ones went to Christian school for the first half of their life. And then my oldest one did my middle one did Florida virtual school for a couple years. I was trying to shelter him for as long as I could. And we just did the best we can. But my little one, he only went to a Christian school for like VPK, but, he's been in a charter school, which we're very happy with. So each one has kind of had a different experience with their schooling. So whatever that experience looks like for you. But basically, it's not just about it's not really about getting A's and getting the rewards and stuff like that. I feel like that's almost like feeding our own egos as parents, and we want to do it for them. And the best thing for them is to learn um, how to navigate through life with the skills that you learn at school, and getting not procrastinating, and getting the projects done, and working in a group, and communicating, and all of the skills that come along with that. Not necessarily learning you know uh, geometry that they may never use again in their life. They may, depends on what kind of job they have, but that's not really the ultimate goal. So I don't worry about grades as long as I feel like my son has given his all, and he is an A student, so he really should have straight A's. But but if he was, a normal B or C student, and that was his very best, then I would have to honestly say I'd be okay with that. But anyway, so you kind of have to kind of think of yourself like your child. You want your child to um to eat healthy, to learn good healthy habits, to form for when they're adults. You want them to take care of their teeth so that they have their teeth when they're older. I'm obsessed with my kids having nice teeth. I feel like I'm abnormally obsessed with that. But just flossing and brushing and taking them to their appointments all the time. And then my little one's got braces. The other two had perfectly straight teeth. I don't know where that came from, because me and my husband both had to have braces. But anyway, and just all the things. And you want them to do some of those hard things because you know that it's going to benefit them in the future. And if they play a sport, you want them to do the extra practices, and you want them to stay the whole time and do what the coach wants them to do, even if they don't want to do it, or even if it's hot, or even if they don't feel like it, or they're tired, or whatever excuse they have. And you kind of need to treat yourself the same way, because you drinking, a Dr. Pepper, if that's your favorite thing, is not going to serve you in the future. Do you enjoy it at that time? Yes. And should you do it occasionally? Sure. But that's not going to serve you. So that's not really self-love, if you think about it. I mean, that's almost like enabling yourself to make bad choices. You want to do something that's going to actually serve you in the future. And it's a ton of different things. I mean, first and foremost, nutrition. You want to eat quality foods that are going to fuel your body. And make your body is a machine. It's whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And if you can continue to feed it with processed sugars and GMOs and sugar in general and high fat, just nothing nutritious or any value of the food, then that's what you're going to get. Your body's going to feel sluggish. You're going to be tired. You're going to be bloated. Have potty issues, sleeping issues, all from food. I mean, this short amount of time that you enjoy the food and you choosing a bad food is going to have very long-term benefits for that short time of it tasting good, touching your tongue. And you can find foods that you like that are actually also good for you. I mean, I love shrimp, and it is so good for you. It's very, very high in protein, very lean, and it's just something I enjoy. So find the thing that you enjoy so you don't feel like you're depriving yourself all the time, and just eat that. Another thing is turkey. I love turkey rolls. I'll do turkey rolls, and you can get deli meat with no nitrates too if you're a big health nut. I can kind of consider myself one of those. I do the 80-20 rule where I do 80% good and 20% fun, or, not good, just whatever I feel like. And some days I have almost 100% good, and then maybe another day I might have 60-40, but I'd say most days it stays about 80-20 or 90-10, somewhere around there. But even my kind of quote unquote cheap food is stuff like Good Pops. Good Pops are made with oat milk, and they're like 90 calories, and I love those things. That's like my treat. But weekends are always hard. You always go out at some point, and You don't know what kind of stuff they're using at restaurants and stuff. So, it's just kind of a mystery. So, but anyway, but true self-love is doing something for you, for yourself, that's going to benefit you in the future. Not now, not a bubble bath, not a new outfit, not a glass of wine. That's not going to benefit you in the future. That's just right now it feels good. And like I said, sometimes you need those things. I am a huge advocate for a new outfit. I love clothes. So I'm all about get the outfit if it makes you feel good and gives you confidence. Definitely do the outfit. However, you need to do the things that are actually going to benefit you in the future. Think of where you're going to be in a year from now and do something today and tomorrow and the next day that in 1 year from now, you're going to be so happy that you did. You're going to go, oh my gosh, a year went by and I've been doing that. And I have all of these biofeedback things happening, like better sleep and more energy. And, my thighs are getting firmer and like all kinds of cool stuff. My skin looks better and all this stuff. And just little things like walking and drinking more water. Just challenging yourself a little bit more. And the more challenges you add, the more you're going to want to add. And then you're just going to, before you know it, in a year, you're not even going to know yourself. You're like, who on earth am I? I mean, I've completely changed as a human being over the last, it's been about 2 years for me. I mean, I physically have changed. My desires have changed. My priorities have changed. My sleep schedule and everything, even the way I handle my business, my confidence, that has soared. And it's all from just little changes. It was nothing. I didn't wake up and the next day I'm like, I'm going to do this. No, I started off with one or two small tasks, and then I added another one, and then I added another one, and then another one. And now I'm just up to, just pushing myself to the max level I can, which is why I play roller derby and I took surf lessons and I'm taking on a new business venture that I will reveal in about 3 weeks. But anyway, so that's self-love. So really understand what self-love is and apply it to your life and really truly love yourself. You really got to truly love yourself, and you got to put yourself first so that you can be the best wife and the best mom and the best employee. And and get up and take care of yourself first. And then the rest of the stuff in the day will fall into place. And that's all I got for you today. This is Misty Winters with Exposing Success.